Join me as I take on the challenge of making my very own dominoes out of resin.
Hey, you guys, we are back, and you see the title. Today, we are doing dominoes with resin. I am so excited to get going on this project.
So for this video, we will be using sanding paper, some gloves to protect our hands, alcohol, measuring cups, some metallic color pens, and some wipes. As you can see, we have the mold for the dominoes as well as resins A and B. And of course, paint. We definitely need paint so that we can pick the colors that we want the dominoes to be. I've always been fascinated by the idea of creating something from scratch, and resin crafting offers me that opportunity every single time. Making dominoes seemed like a fun project that combines art with a bit of engineering. Working with resin can be a bit tricky though. One of the biggest challenges is getting the mix just right. If you overmix or undermix, it can affect the curing process and the final appearance of your dominoes. I know that happens to me at times when I check the project after the curing process and the resin is soft and bendy. Then there's the waiting game. Waiting for the resin to cure can take several hours, depending on the type you're using. I have the curing machine, but not all items can fit inside, which results in me having to wait full amount of curing time. And let's not forget about achieving that perfect finish. It requires some patience and elbow grease. Curing time can be frustrating because you are eager to see your project come to life, but you don't want to rush it. A lot of people, including myself, have dealt with bubbles in the resin, which can ruin the look of your dominoes. And if you're not careful with the mold, you might end up with dominoes that are not perfectly uniform. That's definitely not what you want. To avoid these issues, you should follow a detailed plan and perhaps do a test run with a small project. That way you can get a feel for how the resin works and practice your technique. Also, ensuring your workspace is clean and well ventilated is a must. Resin can be quite messy and the fumes aren't great to breathe in. The process starts with preparing your mold. You'll need a material that's flexible enough to release your dominoes easily once they're set. Then you mix your resin according to the instructions. This usually involves combining a resin with a hardener and sometimes adding color if you want your dominoes to be vibrant.
Okay, you guys, so we are going to figure out what colors we're going to use. I mixed 200 milliliters of epoxy. I did 100 of A and 100 of B and stirred it. And I have my extra little one right here so I can split it and do 100 and 100 because I want to see what colors we're going to do. So let's see what two colors. We're gonna pick two colors from the colors that I have. So let's see, let's pick a color. Neon green. So let's look for neon green. That would be one of these maybe. Yep, this is neon green. And let's pick another color. Red Rogue. Red Rogue, you guys. So that must be on the other side. Red Rogue right here. It's only a little bit. Let me see if I have another one. Yeah, I'm gonna just use that one just to make it easier. All right, you guys, so these are the colors that we are using. Random colors.
Once mixed, you pour the resin into your mold. Make sure to fill it to the top. At this stage, it's common for bubbles to form, so you might need to use a tool or spray alcohol to gently pop them. After that, you let it cure. The waiting begins, and this is definitely the hardest part.
Okay, you guys, so we are done for now. We filled the mold with the colors that we want to use. I kind of think I messed up, y'all. These are the dominoes. I feel like when I started pouring the resin, it was going too fast. I couldn't control it, and by the time I was able to catch it, the whole thing was filled, so I had to keep going. So make sure if you're doing it, you go very, very slowly. I think I was a little nervous, but anyway, it's still gonna come out nice. So I figured just do half and half, because what I was trying to accomplish was the red and the green in each domino, but because it poured so quickly, I wasn't able to do half and half. So I just did 2 rows of green and 2 rows of the red. Okay, you guys, so we are back and it is the very next day. So the complete curing time for 24 hours would have been 5:30, and it's now 9:38 p.m. the next night. We're off to a late start. So let's see what we got, y'all. These came out so cute, you guys. They are nice and cured. Look at. Can you see it? This is how they came out. So remember in the beginning of the video, I showed you guys a set of markers that I had. So the color is on the tip of here. So of all the colors that I had, I felt like this one will stick out more. But I just want to see, like if I try to color the inside, how that would be. Nice, right? Very nice. Very cutesy. It's probably gonna need time to dry. I'm guessing. And I'm probably gonna have to let it dry and then go in with another coat. I messed that one up a little bit. Let me see. If I could just wipe that off like that. Yeah, so I'm just going around. very carefully in each circle.
After your dominoes have cured, you take them out of the mold and it's time for sanding and polishing. This step can make all the difference in how professional your dominoes look. A smooth finish is key to making them enjoyable to play with and visually appealing. Finally, you get to see your completed dominoes. I was really excited to see how mine turned out. Not just because I loved playing dominoes as a child, but also because I was curious about how well they would function. Making these resin dominoes was such a satisfying project. From mixing and pouring the resin to finally holding the finished product in my hands, it was a fun journey. The process taught me a lot about patience and about working with materials in a creative way.
Guys, so I'm not sure how long that takes for the inside pieces to dry, but that is how the red one looks. And this is how a green one looks. I really like how they turned out. Like I said, they just practically didn't even really need to be sanded. Came out perfect. So I can't wait to get them all bundled up and maybe, I don't know if I want to put it in like a little bag or if I want to just have it tied up. I don't know. We'll see. Presentation is everything, right? Hey, you guys. So it's day three of the dominoes. Last night, I could have finished it last night on day two when I demolded them. But when I fill these in with the metallic pen, it can take anywhere between 1 to like 3 or 4 hours to dry. So I wanted to do like a second coat on them. So I already started these because I fell asleep last night. So I put the extra coat on that. So now I'm just sitting here doing that. I'm home on my lunch hour. I'm trying to get this wrapped up so that hopefully I can edit the video and have it posted by this evening. So I forgot to put the little pieces, the little lines in.
If you've got your own resin projects or have tried making dominoes, let me hear about it in the comment section. And if you're interested in more crafting or DIY challenges, make sure you subscribe to my channel and don't forget to check out my playlist titled My Crafting Journey.
Okay, you guys, so we are finally done. So let's get these things in a bag. I was gonna wrap twine around it, but I realized the twine that I have is like more of a thicker kind, and you wouldn't be able to, it just wouldn't have looked right with all of the dominoes together. So I figured, let me use the little bags. I have these little bags right here that I think are so cute. I think I got these from Michael's like a few months back. So we're just going to get these bagged up, and then hopefully they all could fit. I don't know. Something telling me they may not all be able to fit, but I may have to get bigger bags. But if we can at least get all the red ones in one and all of the green ones in another, we can add them to the turntable for that final spin. Because what? Presentation is everything. Let's see how we gonna stack these without actually putting a hole in the bag. Let's see. Oh no, it's not gonna fit. Oh no. Oh man. That last one won't fit, y'all. That last one will not fit. Okay, we could stuff it in. Okay. So let's just leave it like that and go for the final spin.